Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about some interesting, juicy leaks, okay? Slasher Radio, if you haven't already subscribed to them, you should. Link in the description. They got a lot of scoops, especially regarding F13 and Dead by Daylight, so you should go check out their channel for sure. But they just had a source tell them some interesting news about potentially Boss Team Games losing the rights to Halloween and Gun Interactive jumping in and scooping them up and working with Illfonic on a Halloween game. So for those that didn't know, a while back, Halloween the game was confirmed. There were two projects being worked on by Boss Team Games. One was Retro Realms Halloween, and the other game, all we knew was that it was an Unreal 5 game, but we didn't know what genre it was going to fall into. We didn't know if it was going to be single player, didn't know if it was going to be a multiplayer asym game. Just no details on that. We just knew it was John Carpenter was involved, Unreal 5 game, and that was that. Well, many of you may know I used to be contracted with Boss Team Games. As a matter of fact, the artwork that was used in the Halloween the game announcement there, I actually designed that. That's my work. So immediately when Slasher Radio dropped this video, people came to me. It's like, hey, you lost your job recently. Does this have anything to do with it? Because the source that talked to Slasher Radio actually said Boss Team Games screwed over the Halloween rights holders and then are no longer working on the game as a result. So it's like, hey, what's going on, man? You should know. Well, here's the thing. In terms of Halloween the game, my work that you saw, that was as far as it went. I was asked to do one thing. So anything regarding rights holders and whatnot, especially for Halloween the game, that's well above my pay grade. And when I was let go from Boss Team, I was told nothing. So I genuinely, I do not know. I have no idea if that is true or not. However, I will say I've also had some sources come to me, relatively reliable sources, but you just never know. You know, you never know in this industry, because rumors go around like crazy. Everyone's talking about everybody, but I've also had some sources come to me and say that potentially Boss Team Games lost the rights and that Gun is jumping in on Halloween. Didn't know any other details than that, but that was that. Didn't run with it as I just didn't know how reliable the sources were. But Slasher Radio getting something similar to that is very interesting to me, and they seem very confident in their source. So is it possible Gun Interactive is working on a Halloween game? Well, last we talked about them, we knew they were working with Illfonic. Illfonic and Gun back together. And if there's one IP that would certainly bring those two back together, it'd be Halloween. But what's interesting about it, the reason we know they're working together is because Kane Hodder confirmed that he was doing mocap with both of these teams on a new game. I will say, if it is a Halloween game, it is still a little weird to me that Kane Hodder was chosen to mocap as Michael. I mean, it's been a dream of his, and it's very cool. If that's what's happening, like, I love that man. I'm very happy for him. How cool is it for him to be Leatherface, Jason, and now potentially Michael? If anyone deserves it, it's Kane. But because of Guns, you know, they're very big on being authentic to the IP. So why wouldn't you get somebody who has played the character before? You know, and Kane's got a very specific set of movements. He's talented, okay, so he could probably act and adapt to the movements that we know of, like Nick Castle. But it just feels a little weird to me, especially when, like, James Hugh Courtney's right there, man. James Hugh Courtney's in fantastic shape, could absolutely do the mocap. So why wouldn't he do it? Maybe they went to him. Maybe they could make a deal. We're getting way ahead of ourselves because right now it's still just rumors. But it's very interesting because in my head, there are only 3 characters that Kane Hodder could be mocapping for, that it's a safe bet. If you're going to get Kane Hodder, he could do these characters. One was Jason in a potential F13 Part 2 or remaster or whatever. The other was Victor Crowley, which makes a whole lot of sense, okay? But that I don't think the Hatchet IP is big enough for Gun to take on, and Illfonic as well. I just don't know if that IP is big enough for them to be doing this game. I would love to see it. I'd happily play a Hatchet game, but it just doesn't really make sense to me. And the other was Michael Myers, because he's always wanted to do it. Kane's always wanted to do it, and mass killer walking around killing people. I mean, that's something Kane is very, very good at, right? So I'm definitely intrigued. A Halloween ASIM game, it seems very difficult to pull off. But if there's any IP that can come in here into the ASIM genre and make a statement, it's Halloween. So I'm very curious, but for all those that are asking if I have some big scoop or if that was why I was let go, genuinely, I don't know. I don't know. But obviously I was let go for a reason, right? You know, money had to be tight somewhere. You know, it's interesting. It's weird to talk about because I feel like I'm in a dark corner and shouldn't be. It's weird. But at the end of the day, I'm not working on it. I have nothing to do with it. My only involvement was making one piece of artwork for it, and that was it. And now here I am making YouTube videos. So that's that. Either way, whatever it is, I'm very interested. But at the same time, I do wonder, is the Halloween IP, as big as it is it enough for you as a player to give Gun another chance? For me, it's obviously very conflicting. You know, it's still coming off, still fresh. The wounds are still fresh from TCM. But if there's one team I do trust, I trust Illfonic. I like Illfonic. I'm rooting for Illfonic. So Illfonic being involved may be enough for me to buy in. But I just really hope, no matter what it is, Halloween or not, they are ready to prove themselves. Ready to get the trust of their audience back and say, this is where we messed up on TCM. We're making changes going forward to, you know, live service, DLC, unlockables, etc., etc. If they could be transparent, that would be a start to getting some respect back from the people who are giving you a lot of money. Halloween's my favorite movie of all time. It was an honor to have my little thumbprint on a piece of art that is official to the license. So obviously I would love to see a game. I'm very excited for a game. I really, either way, Gun, Boss Team, whoever, a game's happening. I can't imagine not buying it. It's so weird. As a horror fan, we just want everything. These licenses, like Halloween and F-13 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Scream, etc., they mean the world to us. They're everything to us. So being a huge gamer and being a huge horror fan, it'd be very hard to say no to Halloween. That's for sure. Gun or not. Only time will tell. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. Gun, Illfonic, potentially doing a Halloween game. Who would have thought? Not me. But that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. It's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.